emerging technologies. Okay, the first thing we're going to be looking at is artificial intelligence, AI. Is a computer system that can simulate human intelligence, able to make decisions typically made by humans. So as seen in movies, artificial intelligence could be potentially used in the military or in the police force. However, the issue would be whether a computer could demonstrate empathy in certain situations. Biometrics authentication is used as a form of identification which recognizes individual body parts. So biometric uses unique characteristics of a human, which means it cannot be replicated by other people. So we've got examples: fingerprinting, maybe you want staff can scan their fingerprints to sign in and out of work; eye recognition, where the iris is scanned. Facial and voice recognition is also another form of biometrics. The main purpose of biometrics is to improve security with regards to access to computer systems. So only the people with the biometric features can access the computer system. Vision enhancement uses video technology which is projected to the user through the lens. So as you can see, the user may wear a headset. The system can bring distant objects closer and into focus. So it's commonly used now in the militaries across the world to carry out and to complete missions or surveillance at night time. Robotics are used commonly in the manufacturing industry, typically completing labor-intensive jobs. Robots are programmed to complete specific tasks. No human intervention is required once the robots have been programmed. Robots can complete tasks with more precision, including robotic surgery. Robots can work in extreme conditions or environments. How are robots used in a factory? Maybe to lift heavy items, to assemble parts, to join parts, and to paint items. Okay, quantum cryptography is a technology that will allow for securing information or communications whilst online. So commonly used in online shopping or banking websites to secure data. So when you type in your password details or your credit card details, the information will be secure on a secure connection. Computer assisted translation. So Google Translate is an example of computer assisted translation. The human user can either type or speak into a microphone. The information will then be translated into the selected language. Okay, so 3D and holographic imaging is a technology that allows for 3D images to be produced. A holographic image moves in the same way as the original image in 3 dimensions. So it's now becoming more popular to bring back artists from the dead in concerts. So we've got Tupac, Michael Jackson. So holograms are being created and presented to crowds. So how are holograms created? So splitting a laser beam into an object beam and into a reference beam. So half the light object beam is reflected off the object onto a photographic plate. The other half of the light, the reference beam, is reflected off the mirror onto the same photographic plate. The hologram is produced when the two light beams meet on a photographic plate. Virtual reality is an artificial environment that is created with software. The user will normally wear a head-mounted display which will simulate their physical presence in a place in a real world or in an imagined world. So uses training. So allow professionals to conduct training in a virtual environment without the threat of any physical harm. Education may be to look inside of an ancient building. Computer games, users are able to immerse themselves in a gaming platform. Sports is used as an aid to measuring athletic performance as well as analyzing technique. Construction and organization can not only render the results of a structure in 3D but also experience them as they would in a real world environment.